to the Just on Avantrix TV with me, Efua Ando and
Gracious Nyagoma. Yes.
Yes. So we hope you are doing well. We hope times are hard though, but we hope you are keeping your head up. And whatever the situation, I hope that God sees you through, guys. So this is the Just, where we serve you trendy entertainment stories in Ghana and around the world. Now, moving on to our first story for today. Mr. Logic has clashed with MzGee on United Showbiz, a show that is hosted on UTV, as we all know. Yes. So over the weekend, which was Saturday, that is when we know that the show is hosted, right? Mr. Logic and MzGee had what appeared to be a squabble. It happened after MzGee passed the comments. What she said was they were having a discussion. So Mr. Logic, as we all know, is one of the pundits or the entertainment critics who appear on the show from time to time, together with Arnold, Bugard, and what's his name?
This guy.
Akosia V's husband.
Oh, come on. A plus.
Yes. So yes, they are. Mr. Logic is one of the 5 or 4 pundits who are always appearing on the show, and they were having a discussion. Mr. Logic was the one on board. He was talking, and then all of a sudden, MzGee said something like, "Why are you laughing?" MzGee said something like, "Okay, I think Mr. Logic yawned while talking, and then MzGee went like." You see how you are yawning? That is how everyone else is yawning. It's time. So
wrap up and
let's move on. And then Mr. Logic took offense to that. Well, reading comments online, a lot of people are against what MzGee did. And honestly, after watching the video myself, I understood that. I understood why people are angry with her. And it's understandable because you are the show host, right? You regulate the show, you moderate it. And if you have a time frame you are working with, you make it clear to your pundit, especially if they are hard-headed or if they are difficult to deal with. And I know that they are all difficult to deal with. You tell them you're giving them time right from the start of the show. If you ask them a question, they have, let's say, about a minute or 2 to finish talking. If their time is up, you cut them. Wherever they've got into, you just cut them. You know, if you do it with everyone, they are going to learn to keep up with time. And they wouldn't feel that you're being biased, especially if you give one person
a lot of time. It's their turn and they don't have much time to talk.
Yes, so the way she said it, Mr. Logic took offense to that.
And before we continue, watch the video. We'll be right back.
Yeah. For people can even afford to pay all these hundreds of thousands to book places.
Once I saw you, it's an omuye with you, wrap you up in Nayan.
I know guys how you
for you into Casaubia in Tibium, into Patrol Yenin.
I mean, this is no, it's wrong for you to say that. That's not my consent because I am making my point. You can't say again in time. This thing, MzGee, on first time I need to tell you this. No, it's your show. You are moderating. You cannot tell me what
it is. 12 midnight. I gave everybody 1 minute. You have been speaking for too long.
You know what? MzGee, don't come back to me to speak. I won't speak again.
Okay, that's fine.
Don't come back to me on this show. I won't speak again. What are you telling me?
I bought 12 midnight.
So what? 12 midnight, so what? Did you time Kewa? Did you give him time?
You've spoken more than everybody else. In fact,
where's the time? Where's the timer? Where's the timer?
So guys, I'm sure you've seen the video for yourselves, and I'm sure some of you also watched the actual show and you know what ensued between the two. And personally, I want to talk about how MzGee handled the situation after it happened. I think that she took the situation way out of control. Like, you don't have to be a professional to know that she didn't handle the situation well enough.
It was a sort of disrespect for Mr. Logic. Because the tonation of, like, what she said was somehow okay, but the tone behind it and how she said it, that's what caused the stir, and Mr. Logic was so angry because she disrespected him.
And you know, sometimes we read wrong meanings into the things people say. So even if Mr. Logic misunderstood MzGee, she was in the best position to try and make him understand that he didn't mean to be rude. She didn't mean to be rude, sorry. She just was trying to tell him that time is up. But the way she said, Nkrofo complaining say I important. I was like, does that mean you don't have a time for closing? Because if you know, say you're supposed to close at 12 or 11 p.m. When the time is getting close, everyone must be notified.
Yeah.
Everyone on set must be notified. So say 12 abo. Now we can say nkrofo complaining say more important. And actually say you don't have a closing time. Yeah. You close when you feel it's okay to close. She
sounds very unprofessional. Seriously.
Yeah, she sounded unprofessional. And we didn't expect that of her, you know. That's why I'm saying you don't have to be a professional to know that she took the situation way out of hand. She could have just apologized and say, oh, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry, I'm the moderator. So, you know, when I say you're talking too much or when I say you've exceeded your time limit, you need to understand. But she was having that sort of
the ego, she can't allow her ego.
You know, she wouldn't let it slide. So then the show was like, you know, off. And you know, come to think of it, this show has been trending for the wrong reasons a lot of the times. And initially, even when Nana was hosting, McBrown was hosting, people would make excuses and justify why the show was trending on that note. Some were even saying it is staged. That's from week to week, like some sort of
something, so that they will trend all over the place.
Exactly. Yeah. And I was like, but even if it's for publicity's sake, would you want your show to trend for the wrong reasons all the time? But people were saying, oh, it is a media, and that is what they do, and it didn't sit well with me, honestly, because people will come on the show and then they'll come and fight, they'll argue, they'll say unnecessary stuff to themselves.
Was it last 2 weeks? Papi Kojo was on the show, and him and this same Mr. Logic.
Yes.
I think a lot of people have a problem with Mr. Logic. He was saying something about Sarkodie, Yvonne Nelson stuff, and Papi Kojo was defending Sarkodie.
Yeah.
So Mr. Logic was like, no, you don't have to defend.
He was also defending Felununa, that they embarrassed her on set. It wasn't good for them to have done that. But that one put the Papi, so I didn't really agree with him, because you, the same Papi Kojo, you created a dance challenge for a song that was meant to troll a woman, disfigure her, humiliate her.
So but that was what Papi Kojo was.
Challenge, how is it called? No, he thought it was okay to come and defend Felununa, something that has happened a long time ago. But you were the one who initiated, you kind of saying, a dance challenge for a song, and you were like, you didn't feel anything was wrong about the song. And he even denied that Yvonne Nelson is his friend. And that just because Yvonne Nelson featured in his music video doesn't mean they were friends. I was like, are you serious? But you can call the pot black. Meanwhile, you Kettle, you are also black. You get the thing. So you can continue.
So it ended up in a quarrel. Where Papi Kojo left.
Yes.
The stage and then just left the whole show, and
And it is not the first time someone has exited the show that way. I can't really recall, but it is not the first time. We've had people exit the show like while they are still on set, and it doesn't carry a good impression. It doesn't give your audience a good impression. It's like,
was that when McBrown was there or not? Let's look at this angle.
You see, when McBrown was there, this like issues were like they were regular, and I have the impression or the feeling say because I don't think she had full control over the program. Maybe but behind doors, they'll be like, oh, it's okay, let it go.
It's media. So
it's media. It will make the show trend. So I feel like she didn't have that control she expected. And people were always bashing her. You know, we don't know what goes on behind doors. But because she is the host of the show,
like,
who seriously, to be the
social media, everything, like, it goes to her so hard. She's a mother, and dealing with that psychological trauma, like, is very huge.
Exactly.
Imagine you posted something on just social media, and somebody comments under your post, and it was a kind of insult. Like me, it gets to me a lot. Seriously. Imagine being on a TV show and insult here and there, like, it really hurts.
But now clearly Nana is doing well. On your show time,
come on.
It's not
She's
having all
in full control of the show, like everything goes well, smooth.
So proper planning and all of that also counts. And I am also of the fact, say, or of the view that they really need to check what they are doing, right? People come on this show, like celebrities come on this show. Some of these celebrities have built their brand so well, like they carry this reputation. Now, Dinah Hamilton
was sitting there.
Was on the show this Saturday.
He was just watching, like, what's happening?
Watching. And Dinah's brand is not a small one. That she'll come and sit on this show and you people will just be speaking anyhow to each other. Soon, very reputable brands or celebrities wouldn't want to associate themselves with this show. And it's not even a joke. You know, if your show is always on the news for the wrong reasons, and
sponsors will not,
you get it,
will not come.
They wouldn't want to come on board because they wouldn't want to affiliate or associate their brands with this kind of show. So even if it's trending, it should trend for the right reasons, not the wrong ones. I'm sure rights or good stories also trend. So you just need to discuss what you are there to discuss. Make sure you are working with time. If you are the moderator, make sure that you communicate the terms of the program with them. Just be clear with them. And you don't necessarily have to exchange words with them. Come on, you are hosting a show. No matter how offensive something sounds, you should like control yourself, right? You control yourself. After the program has ended,
then you can
always address it. Even if you don't want that person on the show, if you think a particular pundit is causing issue too much, you can just talk to the management or the producers to replace that person, right? So guys, there you have it. That is our first story for today. Now before I move on to our second story, I'd like you to like our video, share, subscribe to our channel, and also if you need our services, Navantrix is a digital marketing company. We are particularly interested in helping small businesses and startups maximize their online potential. If you need a website, if you need a commercial video, like a professionally shot and edited video, whether voiceover, whether video, call us, guys. We have packages for as low as 500. And if you pay 1,000 or 1,500 cedis, you can get a video plus a website created for your business. And for our website packages, we have packages that start from as low as 799 cedis for a website. If you need a commercial, website, you need 1,500. If you call us, you can get a discount, guys. So do call us, and again, do like our video and share with your friends. Now to our next story. Actor and producer Eddie Nartey has taken a second wife. He has remarried after he lost.
Has taken a second wife,
Yes, he has taken a second wife.
Let's go.
2 years after he lost his wife, Vida, let me get her surname, Vida Danso, to lupus and kidney failure. So they didn't marry for long, but they had quite a beautiful marriage, and it was all over social media. They were lovebirds. And when Vida died, we all saw how Eddie mourned her. It was an unfortunate incident because she was very young. She was full of life. They were both just getting started with life. Not very started with life, but you know, they were living their life, and then she died, unfortunately. But then 2 years down the line, Eddie Nartey has taken a second wife, and it's generating a lot of mixed feelings on social media.
Ghana.
People are commenting. That was
in the olden days.
But I have my idea.
2 years is a lot.
2 years
is a lot. 24 months. That's a very long time. Yeah.
So it's okay, right?
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm going to read a few comments to you. Now, this is from Godwin Gako. He says, congratulations to him to have waited for a whole 3 years. I'd say he really tried. No, it is not 3 years. It's just 2 years. Kwabna Ba says, man, have fun. Had you gone first, the same way and manner would she have married to forget about you?
Even a month later.
I said, wow. This lucky lady didn't wish or pray for it, but I'll turn a lie. So it will happen same to all of us. No one knows who will go first. As is said in the vow, till death do us apart. You can move on. That is what Kwabna Ba is saying. And he's also saying that say Bema no ne di kan
same way would the lady get married?
Well, so Boachi Hygienic says, meaning this lady was his backup side chick.
Oh.
Into brackets. Long ago, if not, it would have taken time before remarriage. Okay, so he's just trying to say that the lady has been in the picture all along. Kwesi Fosu says she was behind the scenes with laughing emojis. Helena Chum says congratulations to him. Don Haruna Nibo says, even if it's after 1 week, it no concern you. It is not your business. Adum Efe Ophelia also says, I put it to him, she was there before. I put it to him, as I know, hobby. So, as to whether she was there, she wasn't there, I think what matters is that he has remarried. And he hasn't just remarried, he remarried because the wife has passed on. And he's still young, he can't wait forever, you know. So, a beautiful ceremony. I understand it was a private one, but I don't believe it was private because there was it was star-studded. There was Bismarck the Joke, James Gardner,
almost all his friends.
Yeah, it was a beautiful ceremony. Yeah, I didn't see Calibos too. It was like, it looked traditional. The kente, their clothing,
there wasn't everything. A lot of suit and tie there. No.
Well, it was a traditional.
Kaftan, like traditional kente.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yes. Yeah. It was a beautiful ceremony. You know, I think maybe they invited a couple of celebrities, but the agenda wasn't purely to make it private. The lady's name is Catherine. For now, we don't know much about her, who she is, what she does. But once we do, we'll give you updates, guys. So, yeah, there we have it for our second story. And now we are wrapping up, guys. But then before we go, I just want to tell you something I saw on social media. It is not exactly a story, even though it concerns a celebrity. It is something that I personally want to share to motivate you.
Motivate you.
Yes. So 3 days ago, Diana Hamilton posted a video on her Facebook. She visited Afonkwanta, her hometown.
Okay, so that's where basically she grew up.
Yes, Afonkwanta is in Kumasi in the Ashanti region. She visited the place with her sisters. Mind you, she has 5 other sisters and 3 brothers.
So they are 8 in number?
9.
Okay, Dana added, Dana added,
in addition, they are 9. And they lost their dad. Their dad was Pentecost, Pennyfo. Apostle or something. Yeah, a very, reputable man and all that. So she grew up, with all this Christian training and all that. And they all live outside. Almost all her siblings live outside. Yeah, so they were in the country just about a week ago to assist the youngest brother with his marriage ceremony.
So that's the last one.
A very lavish wedding. It's been making waves on social media. I'm sure you've seen it. So they are still in the country and they used the opportunity to visit where she was raised. She didn't mention that she was born there, but it's all these old family houses with this old setting. If that's how they say it in Chi. Because
almost the buildings are 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
With a little compound in the middle.
Yeah. And then the compound is like, there is the open sky, as open top, it's so twa a guho. And with this, in quotes, nasty washrooms, but that is what you have, so that is what you can use. Yeah. But of course, another lady back would say, to towels or a jarrier, and she was excited. She was like, hey, Mudia towels, Yawahana towels in Niha. Oh, when we see these people, we are tempted to believe that it was always, they were born with silver spoons. Life has always been rosy, but it is not always the case. Some came from very humble backgrounds. They've just persevered, worked hard, and today, life is good. Yeah. Dinah, for instance, she's living life. One of
the most popular
gospel artists. Yeah. And she's in the country with her husband. I think by now the husband is gone. They all came for the wedding.
Okay, so basically, they are not living here?
No.
They are living in the UK?
They are based in the UK.
Wow.
Yeah. And they use the opportunity to take a picture to celebrate their marriage anniversary. They've been married for quite a while now. And they granted Andy Dusty an interview over the weekend, and Andy was asking them about their marriage, how they've kept their marriage like up till now, and he was like, Dinah is a very busy woman, and how do they manage? How do they cope? And the man was like, they are used to it. She's not very busy as it seems, because he sees her very often and all of that. Then Andy was like, how often do you see your wife? And the man was like, oh, she can go to Ghana on Saturday and come back on Monday. And he was like, are you serious? He said, yes. I'm always seeing her, so it never feels like she's gone, you know.
And from this, I've noticed something. Being in the UK and traveling into Africa is quite easy.
Yeah, I think if you have the means.
Yes, it's very, very easy. But going out of Africa to the UK, that frequently, like, they are citizens there. They have UK passport. So I think that made everything very easy for Dana to just be going in and out of UK just like that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's beautiful. So guys, when you see stories of celebrities, or when you see these public figures, don't always be tempted to believe, say, life has always been good.
Rosy for them.
It just takes, you know, if you set your mind to something, as they always say, you can do it and you will achieve it. So no matter how difficult life is for you right now, inspire yourself, like motivate yourself, you know, speak positive affirmations into your life. Whatever you want to do, just go get it. And some of these celebrities, right, they are living lives they can't afford. It will surprise you. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. They don't always have it all figured out, but they want to live to impress you, so they will do all that it takes to live that lifestyle. But some of them have genuine stories. Someone like Nana Amma Brown. Yes. And occasionally she shares her story.
And what I just love is when people are narrating that storyline in their perspective. Like, she feels it because she has been there before.
Yes.
Like, was it last week or last 2 weeks on the show? Like, she was crying.
She cried. The guy.
I was just so emotional. Almost everybody on the show was crying.
Yeah.
Because she can relate to from the trenches. Charlie, it's been a whole. That's the lifestyle that has been the story of most successful Ghanaians.
Yeah.
They were born in remote places where, like, there was no hope. There was not there was nothing. With the Maya, same thing. But look at him now, very big YouTuber, very rich.
Yeah.
Like, when there's life, there's hope.
Yeah.
Since we have breath in you, so long as we have breath in you, there's hope.
Yeah.
Work hard and let's get to it. Yeah.
Sometimes I say that if God was done with you, you'd be dead, because clearly, but if you have life, you have hope, no matter how hard the circumstances are. So guys, there we go again this week on The Gist. We hope that you've enjoyed the stories. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm really concerned about seeing your comments. We really want to know that you see our videos, you appreciate them. You can even suggest what you would like to see, improvements, recommendations, anything. We are open for them. See you again next time on The Gist. Bye.